bags were horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And for the end of our kind of mid-month kind of the theme that we did, it was bootleg horror. So I decided to review Godzilla vs. Biollante. This is a very difficult Blu-ray to get. The kind of the English language version, whether it's in dub or subtitle, the Miramax Blue. It's pretty expensive, and it's like I'm not paying that much for that. So I actually did jump on and get the a bootleg. She's actually quite a nice bootleg, actually. Well, the cover, the disc is like, it's an okay print on the disc. It's like nothing special, but like the cover's done really nicely. It's like a nice. There we go. And it's a nice transfer. Yeah, it's a good rip. I mean, I must admit, this is something I don't normally do by bootleg, but when it's kind of, you can't get it, it's kind of, well, I will try and get it the way I can, and like still not like downloading and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's someone else getting the profit. It's not going to the studios, but I don't speak German and I don't speak Japanese, and those are the two kind of ways to watch the movie. There's a German release, which only has the German dub and German subs, and obviously direct from Japan. They're no good to me, so this is the route that I went. So I had to make some notes on this one, so my eyes are going to keep shooting down. Yeah, Biollante is a big mother. Look at that. But anyway, I will jump into the kind of the noted review that I've done. So we have Godzilla, who is imprisoned in Mount Mahara, and yeah, he's a bad boy, so he's in there. And we have the there's these scientists. I already screwing up on my notes, and they have the some cells of Godzilla. They extracted some cells, and they're trying to merge them with genetically modified plant cells because there's like this like huge desert, and they want to make it like fertile. So that's the plan anyway. But the scientist who's working on this, there's a terrorist attack on the where they're working at the lab, and his daughter is there, and she actually gets killed during this. So, and the doctor is working with all these cells. He merges her cells with a rose to kind of keep her spirit or soul alive. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, so that happens. So at the same time, like they're researching with these Godzilla cells, as the Japanese Ministry of Defense or something, I can't remember what they're called, but they're trying to create a weapon. Of course they are, using Godzilla's, using his cells. But anyway, I think there's some sort of, whether it's an explosion or earthquake or something happens at Mount Mahara again. The plant gets, the rose petals get damaged or something, and they start to kind of mutate. And the doctor, anyway, decides to join the Japanese Ministry of Defense and that. And so after he's joined that, there's this a rival of the Japanese defense, this rival league or something, and they break in because they want to steal the cells, but they are attacked by this plant-like creature, which we know is Biollante. Yeah, so they're attacked. Anyway, this rival branch, that they want these cells badly, and they're going to they try and do a trade, because they put all these explosives around the Mount Mahara, and kind of like blackmailing them to like give us the cells. Anyway, the handover goes really wrong, and they just blow it up anyway. And Big G is out, and he is pissed. and he wants to he's got the munchies basically, and he wants some nuclear power. But he's going to his nuclear site, and one of the other characters, kind of like a psychic, and pushes him to kind of Osaka. It's where my brother-in-law is from. So yeah, he's on his way there, and his Ministry of Defense are there, and they're trying to use their like anti-nuclear like weapons that they're created. Doesn't really do a lot against Godzilla, and he kind of kicks ass. And he's called by actually before that, I was going to say he's called by Biollante. It's before he goes to Osaka. He's called by Biollante. He's going to like I said, he's got these munchies, and he's going to go and get the nuclear power. But Biollante calls him, and there's a fight. He kicks ass. He wins. Biollante goes away, and then he goes to Osaka. So then afterwards, a stronger Biollante comes, and there's this like epic fight, and Godzilla eventually wins, but he's knackered at this point. But what happens with like Biollante, so kind of it breaks down and kind of explodes into all these spores, and then these spores fly up into the sky, and they create the face of the doctor's daughter that was killed. So Biollante is kind of part Godzilla cells, part her. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then there's a shitty move from this rival kind of league. It's like the Doctor's looking at this, and then he's killed. It's like really shitty move, but then he gets killed in return. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of like the basics rundown of like the movie, the notes that I made. Sorry, a bit kind of sketchy there. But I mean, this is kind of a Godzilla story with heart. Biollante is big and cool, but Biollante isn't very the actual physical thing. It's not very maneuverable. It's so big and so large, and got all the tentacles. So the battle scenes are all right. It's I think this is always very high up in people's favorite lists of Godzilla, and I do like it. It's a good movie, but I'm maybe not quite as high as others, because there's the good battle scenes in Osaka and stuff like that, but the kind of like the rival of Godzilla is it's not as mobile as I would like it to be. I mean, big, she's a big mother, a big plant, but it's a big plant. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah. So it kind of slips down a little bit there for me. And the story is quite well thought out on this one. It's quite easy to follow. They're not difficult to follow, Godzilla, but it's quite a strong story, this one. It's kind of well written, this one. It's nicely put together. But yeah, I just kind of, like I said, I kind of like want a bit more of the action, like not flying drop kicks and stuff like that, but a bit more movement. You get all the movement from Godzilla, and they're trying to make you not aware that Biollante doesn't move, sort of thing. But it is what it is. It's definitely a worthwhile watch. And this rip I got from some guy in Poland is a really good one. It's very, very easy to find on eBay. Very easy to find. It's like one of the first ones that pops up. And I think the guy does other rips of movies which are out of print. I think I saw something else. But anyway, that's the end of the review. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll catch you all next week. Thank you. Bye bye.